Welcome to the Minnesota First LEGO League Challenge Coach and Video Series by High Tech Kids. In this series, we will cover information coaches will need to be successful in guiding their team. Please take advantage of these training resources and don't hesitate to reach out with questions. We hope these videos give you a strong foundation for your FLL coaching career. Video number 6. In this video, we will cover the judging categories of Innovation Project, Robot Design, and Core Values. As you prepare for your competition, remember that each aspect of First LEGO League Challenge, the Innovation Project, Robot Design, Robot Game, and Core Values, are equally important and equally weighted. One of the things that sets First LEGO League Challenge apart from other STEM programs is this holistic approach and the fact that FLL is more than robots. Let's start out by talking about the first core values. These 6 core values are the cornerstones of the FIRST programs and what makes them so special: discovery, innovation, impact, inclusion, teamwork, and fun. Share them with your team and encourage them to use these concepts in everything they do. Remember, these core value concepts are embedded into the judging rubrics and noted with a gear symbol. Remember that core values are how you do something, not why you do something. And they will be evaluated during both of your judging sessions as well as during robot matches. The Innovation Project is something that makes First LEGO League Challenge unique. I can almost guarantee that no one joined your team to do a research project. However, I would bet that for some of those kids, this becomes one of their favorite parts of First LEGO League Challenge. The project can seem daunting. To help the team, try breaking it down and be sure to refer to the team meeting guide and engineering notebook. Here are some basic steps to identify your problem and to create a solution. As a team, read and discuss the challenge prompt. Use the project sparks in the guides to help spur ideas and start a conversation. Start with a quick brainstorm. What are the first things that pop into the kids' minds? Record all the ideas, no matter how wild they may seem. Be sure to include everyone in your discussion to get the widest possible range of ideas. Have the kids choose a couple of those ideas and research them. Are there existing solutions to those problems? How are those solutions used? Can they be improved upon or used in a different way? Once the team has researched a couple of ideas, have them come to a consensus. Remember, the problem that you choose must be broad enough to research, but not so broad that the team loses focus and gets lost. Gather opinions about your research. Talk with parents, experts, or stakeholders when conducting your research and working on your design. A stakeholder is someone who could be affected by your innovative solution and someone who may give you a different perspective than an expert. The next step is designing a solution to your problem. Teams can choose to improve something that already exists or create something completely new. To help understand, make a drawing or mock-up of your solution. Then go back to those experts and stakeholders. Share your solution and ask them for feedback. Make changes to your design based on that feedback. Be sure to document the journey your innovation project takes and who you talk to. Finally, in preparation for your event, you will create a 5-minute presentation that explains the impact of your project. When preparing and writing your presentation for the judges, be sure to refer to the rubric. Remember, a good presentation makes it easy for the judges to complete the rubric, so be sure to hit these points. Clearly identify the problem you're trying to solve. Explain your plan. How did your team come to a consensus about this idea? And what did you do next to turn that idea into an amazing solution? Introduce your solution and why you think it works. Judges also want to hear about the process, so share ideas that didn't work and why they didn't work. Remember to cite your sources, as well as any experts or stakeholders you talk to. The presentation should be 5 minutes or less. So plan on about 4 to 4.5 minutes long, and don't forget to practice. Presentation styles vary. Your presentation could be a poster presentation, a skit, or a simple talk, but most teams will come up with something creative and engaging. When practicing your presentation, practice in front of an audience. It can be parents, your experts, or another team you may know. Have the audience ask questions to help the team prepare for the judging Q&A session. As you work on your project solution and your project presentation, be sure to keep the core values in mind and have fun with it. Teams always get excited when it's time to break out the Legos. There is a page in the engineering notebook, which is shown here, that breaks down the basics of what you will need to build and what the judges will be looking for. Start by building your challenge mission models as a team. Many of the models have clever building techniques, and by doing this together, the team will learn some great construction and engineering practices. Once the models are built, you will be able to begin strategizing on how the team will tackle the missions. With your game planned in mind, the team will begin designing, building, and programming their Lego robot. Have the team explore using sensors as well as creating attachments to accomplish missions. Help the team document all the iterations of the Lego building and programming processes by taking pictures of their robot through the season. Put those photos into a binder to remind them of how their robot changed. And finally, prepare a presentation that talks about your robot design and programming process. Include your strategies and documentation. This presentation is typically less creative than the project presentation, and teams use poster boards and their documentation as visuals while they present. Just like your project presentation, develop your robot design presentation to align with the rubrics. Highlight the programming and mechanical design processes and how they work together. Your presentation should explain the journey of your robot and include things like, did you use programming or mechanical solutions, or both? Did you use sensors? Did you use landmarks? Did your game strategy affect the robot design? What programming did you use? Did you use attachments to your robots? And how did they complement your strategy? Did those attachments go through their own metamorphosis? Don't forget to include what you tried but didn't work. Judges love hearing about how teams turned a failure into an unexpected success. Refer back to your binder or documentation and pull out the highlights and big changes. Remember that the robot design judging session is about the engineering process. No one builds the perfect robot the first time around. Everyone's robot goes through iterations. When preparing for this session, develop things that will help the kids, like a trifold poster board or a binder with notes and pictures. And don't forget about programming. Add printouts of their favorite programs or programs they're most proud of to the binders so they're able to more easily talk about them. Bring the robot and attachments to the session. The team will not be running their robot, but they should be prepared to show the robot and any attachments they have built. Be sure the kids talk about what they're most proud of in this presentation. This is what will spur some great questions from the judges. During your judging sessions, the judges will be evaluating the teams based on a rubric. Both rubrics can be found on the High Tech Kids FLL Challenge webpage in the seasonal section. Talk about these rubrics with the team so they know what the judges are looking for. Practice your presentations in front of an audience. Kids get nervous, so have the team practice speaking clearly and slowly. Each judging session is a total of 15 minutes, with 1 minute for the team to set up, 5 minutes to present, and the remainder for judge Q&A. All team members should participate during these sessions, and spectators are welcome. We understand that there are a lot of aspects to First LEGO League Challenge, and we'd like to thank you for coaching. High Tech Kids is here to support you and your team, so don't hesitate to reach out to us with any questions you may have. Thank you for watching our 6th video in our coach training series. The next video in the series will cover the robot game. See you there.